The opportunity equation. Access to potential partners isn't equal between men and women. This fact shapes relationships in ways most people don't fully recognize. When we talk about loyalty and cheating, we need to acknowledge the reality of opportunity differences. The dating landscape has transformed dramatically with technology. Dating apps have created unprecedented access to potential partners for everyone, but especially for women. This creates what we might call an attention economy, a marketplace where attention and romantic interest function as currency, with some participants having significantly more purchasing power than others. In this attention economy, women generally navigate a different landscape than men. The average woman on dating apps receives substantially more matches and messages than the average man. Men initiate romantic and sexual advances far more frequently than women. Studies show men approach women approximately 9 times more often than women approach men in social settings. The average woman will have at least somebody will sleep with her. She can jump on an app, and it's a bit easier for her. Whereas for the average man, it's not as easy. This reality creates an imbalance in options that affects relationship dynamics before they even begin. This availability of options affects loyalty in subtle ways. Having more options doesn't automatically make someone more likely to cheat. However, it creates different conditions for maintaining loyalty. A person with fewer options might stay partly due to limited alternatives. Someone with abundant options stays because they actively choose to, requiring different relationship dynamics. Opportunity affects relationships differently at various stages. In new relationships, the novelty naturally buffers against outside temptation. In middle-stage relationships around 2 to 5 years, when routine sets in but before deep commitment solidifies, opportunity becomes more significant. Long-term relationships face different challenges, where emotional disconnection often precedes interest in outside options. Consider James, who works closely with a female colleague on a stressful 6-month project. They stay late discussing work, sharing frustrations, and celebrating victories. Meanwhile, his partner Sarah feels increasingly disconnected, as James comes home exhausted with little emotional energy left. The emotional bond with his colleague grows, not from deliberate betrayal, but from shared experience and understanding, creating vulnerability neither anticipated. Men and women typically inhabit different social environments that create distinct temptation scenarios. Men often socialize in mixed-gender work settings or activity-based groups. Women frequently maintain deeper emotional connections with friends who provide support and validation. These different social worlds mean men and women encounter potential relationship threats in different contexts. Many women cheat because they are unhappy with something in the relationship. Opportunity becomes relevant when emotional needs aren't being met. Women often connect with someone else emotionally first, especially when their partner is emotionally unavailable, busy working all the time. Perceived value in the dating marketplace significantly affects loyalty decisions. When someone believes they could easily find another partner of equal or higher quality, the barrier to leaving a troubled relationship lowers. This calculation happens subconsciously for both men and women, but manifests differently based on opportunity realities. How can men navigate this reality effectively? First, recognize that attempting to restrict your partner's options only creates resentment, not loyalty. Instead, focus on becoming the best option through continued growth and emotional presence. Create meaningful shared experiences that build connection. Develop emotional intelligence to recognize and meet your partner's core needs. Remember that true loyalty doesn't come from lack of options, but from active choice. The goal isn't to eliminate your partner's opportunities, but to create a relationship so fulfilling that outside options hold little appeal. By understanding the opportunity equation, rather than fearing it, you gain the power to build a relationship that thrives even in a world of abundant alternatives. Building genuine loyalty. What creates true loyalty beyond social expectations and rules? It's a question worth asking, because genuine loyalty isn't about following society's script. It's about choosing your partner every day even when temptation exists. Sexual satisfaction and emotional presence form twin pillars of female loyalty. When physical intimacy works well, it creates a powerful connection that strengthens commitment, while emotional availability builds the deeper bonds that maintain relationships long-term. This combination creates a positive feedback loop of connection. As one relationship expert explains, sexual fulfillment addresses physical needs, but emotional presence addresses the soul of the relationship. Women need partners who are attentive to both aspects. Men who provide attentiveness to desires while also being mentally present during their time together. Communication patterns function like a relationship's immune system. They either protect the bond or leave it vulnerable. Couples who practice active listening build resilience against outside threats. Consider how successful couples implement appreciation rituals, small moments of acknowledgement that reinforce their connection daily. One couple described instituting a practice where they share 3 specific appreciations before discussing any relationship concerns, creating a foundation of goodwill that makes problem-solving productive rather than combative. Relationships are living gardens and not statues, notes one expert. They require daily tending, not occasional polishing. This gardening metaphor captures the essence of loyalty building. Consistent attention to small needs creates an environment where connection thrives naturally. The healthiest relationships receive regular maintenance through focused conversations, technology-free time together, and genuine curiosity about each other's evolving thoughts and feelings. Mutual respect and clear boundaries create the security needed for loyalty to flourish. Every healthy relationship needs guidelines that define acceptable behavior while providing enough freedom for individual growth. When partners establish these parameters together through open discussion, they create a secure framework that allows vulnerability without fear. Respect means valuing your partner's feelings, time, and needs as much as your own, while maintaining the authenticity that attracted them initially. Understanding your partner's specific loyalty triggers gives you a tremendous advantage. Each person has different actions that make them feel secure and valued. For some, it's quality time without distractions. For others, it's feeling protected and prioritized. Pay attention to when your partner seems most connected. These moments reveal what builds loyalty for them specifically. Transparency functions as the relationship's oxygen supply. Without it, connection suffocates. Regular check-ins about satisfaction, emotionally, physically, and practically, prevent partners from seeking fulfillment elsewhere. Make these conversations normal rather than confrontational. When needs remain unexpressed, one expert emphasizes, they don't disappear, they simply find other outlets. Self-development strengthens relationship commitment. By preventing stagnation, partners who continue growing individually bring new energy and perspectives to the relationship, demonstrating investment in the future you'll share together. The strongest relationships aren't built on obligation or fear, but on mutual satisfaction and respect. By focusing on emotional presence, clear communication, and meeting each other's core needs, you create conditions where loyalty emerges naturally from genuine connection rather than external pressure. As relationship expert John Gottman notes, every positive thing you do in your relationship is foreplay. This captures the essence of loyalty building. Each moment of attention, respect, and care creates the relationship environment where faithfulness becomes the natural choice. Throughout this video, we've examined how loyalty and infidelity work differently across genders. Men and women often cheat for different reasons, hide it differently, and face different expectations when it happens. Understanding these patterns gives you power. Recognizing women's loyalty to sexually satisfying partners allows you to make better relationship choices. The healthiest approach combines strength with emotional intelligence. Know when to walk away. Walking away is often necessary when a woman cheats, while building connections that prevent infidelity. Ask yourself, are you creating the kind of relationship that inspires loyalty?